Hey guys, it's Isabel from Bell Around the World coming back to you with another video from Costa Rica. Quick background if you don't know already, I feel like Costa Rica has been my second home. I've been based here for a while in San Jose primarily, not traveling much, but thanks to our sponsor Orbit Car Rental, we managed to get hold of a car to do a 1-week Costa Rica road trip. And so I'm very excited to take you on with us around the southwest of Costa Rica's coast to explore some of like the best of Costa Rica and what it offers. So if you're into waterfalls, beaches, nature, wildlife, you're in for a treat. And before we go, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom to continue catching up with my stories. Ended up here, poor man's paradise hotel, inn, accommodation, but basically they have this whole Playa, Rincon, Playa, and Josecito beach all to themselves. And we decided to come here because it was recommended by one of Selassie's friends. Selassie went surfing. We are spending like a couple nights in Corcovado. Still not sure what the plan is yet, but today is our first day to explore because we arrived here last night when it was raining, so we couldn't really do much. Thank goodness we opted for a 4x4 drive because we got stuck in the soft mud a couple of times already, so that was kind of scary. But I guess, well, if you stick to the main path, you wouldn't have to face it, but we went off track a little bit, so that's why we got stuck, and so thankful we got the 4x4. So in Corcovado, wow, the trees, the forest here is so dense, and there is so much jungle rainforest here as compared to human population, so it feels like you are literally in the middle of the jungle, and it's nice to like really connect with nature. You can do a variety of water activities. I see diving, I see fishing, I see catamaran tours, there's even snorkeling as well, so that's nice. But apart from that, it's either the beach water activities or the day trips, hiking trips or night walk tours that you can do because the wildlife here is incredible. If you want to go surfing though, I wouldn't say Corcovado is known for surfing because, or at least at the part where we are at now, it's called Bahia Drake, which is Drake Drink Bay in English. It's a bay, so there's not many waves. This is a rare spot. But yeah, usually the tours here that they offer are more like canoe kayaking tours rather than surfing. If you want to do surfing along the coast, as we came down to Corcovado, there are plenty of surfing opportunities, like in Jaco, in Dominical, in Uvita. I actually surfed in Uvita. To surf in Uvita, there are a few beaches. The thing is, because the beaches are part of the national park, so you have to pay an entrance fee, and foreigners, it's $6.48 to enter the beach. Basically, if you wanted to enter the tail of Uvita, that's already part of the national park, and so you have to pay an entrance fee. Basically, I had to rent the surfboard, I had to pay for the entrance just to surf for an hour and head back. But the good thing is, at least we stayed close to the beach, so it wasn't that far. It was maybe around 400 meters walking. And if we did have time, I definitely would want to get a hold of the opportunity to surf every day. The only thing is, you want to be really adequately prepared, because like coming into Corcovado, everything is like pushed back 10-20 years. Lots of untouched land, so much land. And so you want to have your car definitely in full petrol, because there are no gas stations here and there are no ATMs here. So you want to have sufficient cash, because if you are eating at not restaurants but local places or stuff like that, not everyone accepts card. The other travel hack that I always recommend doing is also downloading your maps offline, because obviously as you meander through Corcovado National Park, you're gonna lose signal. The best telcel plan in Costa Rica is Kobe, but it's significantly more expensive. I think it was about like $17 or $18 for a monthly plan that has a lot of gigabytes. I can't remember, but what I got is Movie Star, which like the locals say is not as good as Kobe, but it's enough for me to do my day-to-day stuff, navigating and doing essential travel stuff. I don't otherwise use the internet that much when I'm on the road.
This trip has been such a fun one. Like, we had such a ball of a time around the coast of Costa Rica, and as you can see, I mean, maybe you can't see because not everything was filmed. Like, we've had a few mishaps, like getting stuck in the mud twice. But we went during the rainy season, which was in end May that we went. And so if you are thinking of visiting Costa Rica and visiting the national parks during this period, definitely try and get a 4x4. Those wheels really saved our life from getting stuck there permanently. To be honest, I'm going to clarify here that I didn't really do my homework prior to the trip. And so, like, on hindsight, there were many things that I thought we could have been better prepared for. So yeah, hopefully after watching this video, you would have a better sense of what the southwest coast of Costa Rica is like, and don't miss those places that we went. For example, I did not expect Los Quetzales National Park to be so misty. Like, honestly, I thought that Costa Rica was all beaches and warm weather, but then climbing up that altitude, it was just freezing cold. It was so nice to be surrounded by the mist and the fog. I highly recommend getting a guide when you visit those national parks, because you really see so much more. Like, there is a very stark difference between getting a guide and doing it yourself when you go to these national parks. And I've done a couple of national parks around Costa Rica, like Monteverde, Bijagua, Rio Celeste, these areas, both with and without a guide. And with a guide, you get to see so much more. Like, the animals, they don't come to you, clearly, they're afraid of humans. We got to see so many animals that we didn't even know exist, and those guides seem to have supersonic eyes. They just are able to spot the animals. One more tip I highly recommend is to take your time, especially when it comes to animal spotting. The slower you are, the more attuned you are to your surroundings, the more sensitive you are to movements, to animals, to like wildlife, things like that. So yeah, try not to rush on your trip. I know this is not easy to do, but Costa Rica is a place for you to relax, to let loose, to really go with the flow of nature. And I hope that this trip gives you a glimpse of what Costa Rica offers. I miss my trip so dearly already, and I can't wait to be back if I can. And yeah, hopefully you get a good trip out of it, and let me know in the comments below what you think of it, what you want to see more of, what your impression of Costa Rica is, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers!